Alrighty, Capricorn, this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. The energies are interchangeable. Roles are interchangeable. Okay, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Check your placements. You can check out my YouTube page, Star Card Tarot. Let the star guide you, okay? Now, your energy feels really good right now for some reason. And, I wanted to see what you guys were getting into this month, okay, May. So Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. This is for Capricorn. Alrighty, so what should we surrender? So surrendering to your soul's purpose, okay? Getting into alignment with yourself. Your life journey has been perfectly designed for soul's growth. Embrace every lesson, okay? So remember, everything that you're experiencing or you're going through, you're actually growing through. It's for you, right? Your old divine tided, your old divine healing, your own divine experiences. No one else understands these things, but you do. Now, the thing about it, people may judge us due to what we go through, but the thing is, we all go through the same thing, right? We all go through the same archetypal energies, but we're so harsh on others because we expect that same thing from ourselves. So don't take that personally. Someone's judging your path so harshly. Understand that it's just a mirror. You are mirroring them. So they want themselves to grow just as much as they want you to grow. So in turn, they see themselves in you. So that's the only reason why people judge so harshly, because they're hard on themselves. So in turn, when they see you in them, they're hard on you. Surrender to ego. Alrighty. So it does look like cultivating gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. So Capricorn does represent the devil card in the tarot. So typically, a lot of times, you guys can be ego-driven. You know, you guys usually represent very hard workers, but you guys are working hard to orchestrate or illustrate all your hard work. Look at me, you know, to show your service and all you've done to others. Look at what I do. You know what I'm saying? I work this hard. You want to show off your nice car, your nice this and that. Your ego is so big. So it looks like you want to fall back from that. Surrendering to people pleasing. This fell out a couple of times when I was shuffling before the video. So it looks like a lot of you are trying to maybe show off and you're moving into this ego-based devil energy due to trying to please someone. And that's taking you off course to your life's purpose, right? So when you start trying to orchestrate or maneuver how someone else wants you to maneuver, how you feel, please them, you're removing yourself from your divine purpose. And obviously that's not the goal, right? Stay attuned to yourself and your journey, okay? The people who are for you will be there. They will be for you. And you don't have to work overtime to please them. Even though that's a scary thing. I'm going to lose this person if I don't do this. Okay, those are made up stories in your head. Let them go. All right, so I love this deck. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. May reading spirit, what do we have? I asked for divine messages. We have the Queen of Swords coming in reverse. So someone is, I don't really read reverse unless spirit says. For some reason, that Queen of Swords, you could be dealing with Aquarius. You could be dealing with a Gemini. You could be dealing with a Libra. But for some reason, someone's not communicating, right? We have the Queen of Swords. It usually represents Libra energy, cardinal energy there. But it looks like someone is unable to communicate, right? They're stuck. There's a stagnation when it comes to communication there, okay? Why are we not able to communicate? Are we fearful? Do we feel like our communication has failed in the past, so we don't want it to fail again? How do we communicate? Are we thinking of ways to communicate to this person? Are we thinking of ways to communicate in a harsh way or a loving way? It just looks like your throat chakra is not allowing you to communicate, okay? Now, this could represent you communicating in a very poor way. Usually when that's that's in reverse, that means that your words were a little too harsh. You're already, Queen of Swords is already straightforward. So you came with an energy that was pretty harsh, straight to the point. Yeah, it was factual, but you could have, not said it so mean, okay? You could have just, it's just like you really stuck the knife into someone with your words. Or it could be like we're trying to muster up the ability to say something because we know typically we are harsh with our words, okay? Especially when you're fed up. So this is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on? Can we expand on this reading with unconditional love and guidance? I ask for this reading to be blessed and guided by the divine angels, ancestors, transistors here. I ask my guides to come down with probable messages, grand suggestions here for Capricorn, May 2020 reading. Spirit, what's going on with Capricorn? I ask for divine guidance, probable messages. What's going on with Capricorn? So I see that there's definitely some communication coming in. There's a lot of thinking and in the thought realm looking to change some things here. So what I'm seeing here that maybe we want to communicate that we want to move forward. I see us looking to communicate and maybe a new beginning, trying to manifest. You guys have, when I said manifest, the Five of Pentacles came out. So communication left someone stuck out in the cold. There was an off balance. Someone felt like you left them, or you caused a disruption with what you're communicating. You could possibly be trying to not cause a disruption. If I communicate, is this person going to leave me? Is what I'm getting here. You also have the Seven of Wands. Yes. So we are in defense of how we're going to communicate because we feel like we're not wanting to communicate because we feel like someone's going to get defensive and possibly leave us out in a cold, right? Possibly I see disruptions here. You have defensiveness, disruption, just like off balance when it comes to communication. Okay, so if you have the Seven of Wands with the Queen, so that means that someone is defending themselves. And when you have to defend yourself with this message that you said, it did come off harsh and it created off balance in your life, okay? Maybe someone left the home due to this communication. Maybe someone had to defend themselves in their home. Maybe someone, when they defended themselves in their home, now they feel like there's an off balance in the home. Things aren't stable right now. Energy is defensive and words are not sweet. Okay, Judgment, yes. Queen of Cups in reverse. So you guys have this energy where someone's not being receptive, right? Someone's not being compassionate. Someone is not speaking harshly with their words, because quite frankly, I ain't fucking with you right now, is what I got. Okay, so I keep seeing the Wheel of Fortune. Things need to change. We're tired of disruption. We're tired of defensiveness. And we're tired of the stagnation or the interruption when it comes to speaking. Okay, so it's a lot of love lost when people start talking here, I see. So what I'm getting, I'm surprised I didn't see the Five of Swords here. Because usually, or the Five of Wands, because usually the energy I'm getting here is someone could be expressing that I don't love you anymore, I don't feel the same, or someone's words they didn't again express with love. I'm getting more so that someone didn't express their words with love. Okay, now I feel like here we go with the same cycle with this Wheel of Fortune and a Five of Pentacles right above it. Here we go with the same cycle. Oh my goodness, here we go again. Now I'm feeling like I don't fuck with you like that no more. And then it's like we're waiting for the wheel to turn. You know, when things are good, they're good, right? And it's that high. And I feel like when things go around, when this disruption comes with the Five of Pentacles, things are low. But it's like weird because we could be addicted to the drama. Our mental is not allowing us to leave, okay? Because for some reason, when you hit that low, we're waiting and we're yearning for that high, right? Spirit, what's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? What's going on with Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Ask for divine messages. Okay. So there's a Three of Swords. Three of Swords represents typically heartbreak, divorce, infidelity, right? Or just the inability to make a hard decision. If I leave, I'm going to miss them. It's going to hurt. If I stay, it's going to hurt, right? So what do we do so the pain doesn't stick us so deep in our heart where the decision is really allowing us to stay crippled, right? Now we're resentful and we're pouring out our love. Now we are resentful because we can't make the move to defend what we love. We can't make the move to get the will to turn. We're hardly experiencing disruptions, right? What change needs to happen in order to bring the Queen of Swords upright, to bring the Queen of Cups upright? You guys could be dealing with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You guys could be dealing with Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, okay? You guys could be dealing with Sagittarius. So you have the Magician card, the Emperor card. So we're looking at man, okay. This is interesting. Okay, so let me read the bottom line energy here for you. Yeah, you definitely could be dealing with a Sagittarius, Aquarius, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Pisces. A lot of major arcanas here. Definitely could be dealing with an Aries, Virgo, or Gemini. So someone wants to step into their power with truth. We have something to say. Hey, hold on. I have something to say. I have something to tell you. Matter of fact, what I have to tell you is something I've been feeling for quite some time. And I'm looking to change this. I'm looking to walk away. I'm looking to bring peace into our world because it's just quite frankly off balance here. Now, before I tell you this, I want you to understand that this is about me saying yes to myself. And that's the only reason why I'm saying no to you. Because in order to say yes to me, I have to say no to something. You know, to gain my power back, to be empowered to move forward, to be empowered to create change. The High Priestess holds keys to all the answers here, so we know that in order to bring in true stability into our world and start manifesting here, we know that we have to speak our truth and say yes to self, in turn, which is saying no to someone else. We definitely step into our power. Right now, we're just not feeling powerful with this Emperor here, I see. We're not being truthful with ourselves, right? But we have the ability and we know. Obviously, we go to bed at night and our subconscious mind is going, it's clicking. And all these thoughts are entering into our mind and we're understanding who we really are. And we're saying, this is not me. Ugh. You know, like that kind of energy. Like, I'm way, you know, we start feeling our power, our true selves. Like, we're able to pull back the layers of who we really are in our mind because we know. With this High Priestess, we know. And we have the fixed energies here, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, Taurus, right? So, yeah, we have the ability. Well, these fixed energies are very prominent. We have the ability to change. We have this ability to tap in and fixate on the change. It looks like we really want to bring some light and happiness and peace and harmony into our life. Right now, we're going to be really thinking about in May how to manifest peace, happiness, and harmony by moving away for some energy that's very disruptive, a karmic cycle that's heartbreaking, a karmic cycle that's defensive, a karmic cycle that's off balance, a karmic cycle that pours out love and doesn't give it, a karmic cycle that speaks harshly. That's definitely karmic energy. Yes. It is time to look at your options here with this it's this 8 of Cups. Okay, so with this 8 of Cups here, it definitely indicates that someone may be walking away, right? And then with the Death right behind it, there's a ending happening. Yeah. Yes, with the Moon card and adjusted. Oh, whoa. Yeah, there's an ending happening for sure. We're going to be ending something. A judgment's going to happen. We're going to be able to take a different course of action. Alrighty, so Let's see here. This is for Capricorn. May, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit, come down with probable messages, divine messages from the God source, my higher self. I ask for Capricorn's guides to come down with probable messages. What love messages do we have for Capricorn? What love messages do we have for Capricorn? Gambling. Oof, yeah. So what I get is a hit and miss. So walking on eggshells is what I get when I see gambling. You could be gambling like, should I say something now? You know, and I get the communication and defensiveness gambling. You're gambling. You're walking on eggshells is definitely what I'm getting. This is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Spirit. What's going on with Capricorn? What is going on with Capricorn? Okay. Violets are blue. Loyalty. So what I'm getting here, that's why it's hard to break the karmic cycle here, because we feel like we might be giving up on someone too soon, is what I get from that. We're trying to rationalize why to stay is the reason why we haven't left. But we're getting closer and closer and leading more and more to the left. Like, we have to go. Like, we're understanding more and more as that meter inches up, like, this isn't for me. No matter how good the high feels, the low feels the worst. And quite frankly, I'm tired of the low. And I can get the high by myself, right? It's a mental play. Additional messages for Capricorn, May 2020. Old footage. Okay. So yeah, we're tired of this story. So we may be looking at memories, and for some reason we're ready to put those memories to rest. Yeah, memories are good. And then you could be looking at the memories, and for some reason I start seeing someone writing a list and actually writing it on paper. I see someone doing that. If this is your story, this is you. And really visualizing, and I think this is where the turning point happens, that the bad actually outweighs the good when you write it down. Let me get one more card for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's going on with Caps? Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Capricorn. Oh, yeah. Heartstone. Yeah, our heart is crying. It reminds me again of this Three of Wands. That's why I pulled that one. Because the energy was very strong there. It does correlate with the Three of Swords, sorry. Where there's a heartbreak, you know, the infidelity, parting, hard decisions, right? Oh my God, we're trying to weather the reason. What is going to be best for this season, right? Is it for me to say yes to self? Or is it me to continue to say yes to something that isn't helping me grow, isn't helping me manifest, isn't helping me come into the emperor that I am, the ruler of my own world, the ruler of my own dimension, my own universe. Love and lace innocence. Yeah, I feel like we're trying to put a veil over something that just isn't so pretty, right? And we're going to have to start taking a real look at the memories that you have and really checking off what's good, what's bad, and does the good outweigh the bad? Does the bad outweigh the good? We're going to come to truth here. Additional messages, additional love messages, Spirit. Additional love messages for Capricorn. Additional love messages for Capricorn. Yeah, moving forward. Healthy choices. Yeah. So I see a cassette. You have another one where it has to do with cassette. Outdated thinking conditioning. Yeah, it reminds me of the old footage. Yeah. So I do see here that we're going to be moving forward from healthy choices. We're tired, and it's also cassette reminds me of replaying the Wheel of Fortune, going in the same cycle. So yeah, I do see us moving forward from this same cycle, making a healthy choice, like I said, saying yes to self. Deciding to, yeah. You have coffin at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, putting an end to something that just isn't, that it's no longer feeding us. So let's go ahead and get a final advice card. Spirit, come down. Final advice for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. May 2020. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. What's going on? Final advice. Capricorn. What do we have for Capricorn here, Spirit? What's going on? Believe in the impossible. So, you know, maybe it's the perfect time to get out now. Believe in the impossible. Maybe it's the perfect time to get out now. Maybe the energies are set up so well that you're actually able to maneuver out of this cycle. Maybe because, you know, we do have Venus in retrograde, so we are visiting some past love things, some past love situations, right? Maybe we start realizing, like, wow, I was in this other relationship and I was able to leave that relationship and it wasn't half as bad as this. You know what I mean? Maybe start just really asking yourself some real questions here. And really trying to really come into form with why are you even, you start really, you know, after a while you stop, to be quite frank, after a while you stop looking at the other person and you start looking at yourself and saying, well, why am I still here with someone that I definitely have came to the conclusion that isn't good for me and mistreats me, right? I came to the conclusion that this just isn't working for me and I keep rationalizing it. And for some reason, I feel like the energies in the atmosphere, you got Scorpio full moon coming up, right? Ruled by Pluto, right? Deaths, right? Rebirth, right? Deaths. Reincarnations. So I do feel like you could put an end to this relationship by saying yes to yourself. And that's how you have to look at it. You're not walking away from something that is just, you know, the best thing. You're actually saying yes to something that makes you feel good. And you can't have those things simultaneously, right? So I hope you the advice hit home. Peace.